Hello everyone, my name is Anureet and I've done Masters in Mathematics. I just love maths and love teaching it to everyone also. So if you're a math student, you're at the right place. Let's start for this demo session the topic of trigonometry. If you're going to high school or in college, this topic is the most important one. Let's start from the basics. The basics in trigonometry are a line called SOHCAHTOA. Might seem weird, but mostly this line covers all the angles in trigonometry. The angles such as sine, cosine, and tangent. Let's suppose we are applying sine on a certain angle named theta. So now how we are going to use the SOHCAHTOA in this? SOH, where S stands for sine, O stands for opposite, and H stands for hypotenuse. Same is the case with cos. CAH, C for cos, A for adjacent, and H for hypotenuse. And then we go for tan. TOA, O for opposite, A for adjacent. Now let me tell you what all I'm talking about here. I'm talking about a right angled triangle given to me. Always remember trigonometry is all about a right angled triangle. So let's suppose here this is the angle theta and let's name as ABC. So the opposite, hypotenuse and adjacent I'm talking about are the sides. Sides considering this angle theta. So opposite to theta is the side AB. So this will be the opposite side. Adjacent to theta is the side BC. So this will be the adjacent side. And the longest side of the right angle triangle is the hypotenuse. Always. So if we're talking about sine, that says opposite over hypotenuse, you have the opposite side as AB and the hypotenuse as AC. Similarly, adjacent as BC and hypotenuse as AC. Opposite as AB and adjacent as BC. I hope you're clear with all this. So now let's take an example. Suppose you're given a right angle triangle with this as 90, this as theta. Let's say this is 4, 3 and 5. So that's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So if we're talking about the angle theta, let's see what's opposite. Opposite to theta is 4 and adjacent to theta is 3. And I told you hypotenuse is always the longest side. So if we're talking about sine, that's always opposite over hypotenuse. So 4 over 5. Then cos, adjacent over hypotenuse, 3 over 5. And then tan, that's opposite over adjacent, that's 4 over 3. These all are on a one angle, that's theta. Also, to find one more method to find tan is just to divide the sine and the cosine angle. What happens over here is when you divide 4 by 5 by 3 by 5, the 5's cancel out and you're left with 4 by 3. That's the answer. Let's talk about one more example. Suppose this is a right angle triangle, A, B and C, right angled at this part. So now suppose you're given any two sides. This has 5 and this has 12. And you have to find this side. Suppose that's x. So for this, you can always use the Pythagorean theorem. This theorem works out wonders for us in trigonometry. Now what does this theorem say? Suppose this is a right angle triangle, C, A and B. This will always have a relation that C square equals the sum of squares of the other two sides. So if we want to take out this in this given triangle, that means the hypotenuse square will be equal to the sum of squares of other two sides. So x squared will be 5 squared, or 5 times 5, that's 25, and 12 times 12, that's 144. So x squared will be 169, and square rooting both the terms, you get x as 13, because 13 is the number multiplied twice gives you 169. So that's your answer. That's all for the demo session. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. Thank you.